Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn English with Aayra. I'm Aayra and I'm so happy that you are here with me again today. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that someone speaks to you in English who already know what you want to say, but before the word come out, your brain becomes silent for just a moment. It almost as if your mind is doing some invisible work behind the scenes. Then, only after a short pause, you finally speak. Have you ever wondered who told your brain to translate? You didn't consciously decide to do it. It just happened. So today, we are going to answer a fascinating question. Why does our brain translate English into a native language before we even speak? And more importantly, can we ever stop translating? The answer might surprise you. Let's start with a simple question. Imagine you have lived in the same city for 20 years. You know every road, every shortcut, every street. Now imagine moving to a completely new city. Would you instantly know every route? Of course not. At first, you would probably rely on GPS, not because you are a bad driver, but because your brain hasn't learned the new routes yet. Language works in exactly the same way. Your first language is the city you have lived in your entire life. Every thought, every memory, every emotion has traveled through those roads thousands of times. Then one day you begin learning English. Your brain doesn't suddenly abandon the old roads. Instead, it uses the familiar roads to help you reach the new one. Translation is your brain's GPS, not a mistake, a strategy. What scientists discover about this? This question fascinates psychologists and linguistics for many years. One of the most influential studies was conducted by Judith F. Kroll and Erika Stewart in 1994. They wanted to understand something very interesting. When bilingual people see an English word, how does the brain understand it? Does it go directly to the meaning or does it first pass through the person's first language? To answer this question, they developed what is now known as the revised hierarchical model. According to their model, when we are beginners, our brain usually takes a longer path. Instead of connecting an English word directly to its meaning, it first connects it to our native language. Only then does it reach the meaning. In other words, the brain uses the language it already trusts. But here is the exciting part. The researchers also found that this changes over time. As your English improves, your brain gradually builds direct connections. Eventually, English words connect directly to meaning without needing translation at all. And here comes next question. Why does translation feel so slow? Now imagine you are using a translator during every conversation. Someone asks you a question. First, you understand it, then you translate it, then you create an answer, then you translate your answer back into English. Only then you do speak. That's four mental steps instead of one. No wonder conversations feel exhausting. But here is something important. Your brain isn't trying to slow you down. It's trying to protect you from making mistakes. It believes the old route is safer. There is another reason translation happens. Our brain likes certainty. Whenever we learn something new, the brain naturally compares it with what we already know. Psychologists call this transfer. Sometimes your first language helps you learn English faster. Sometimes it causes mistakes. Either way, your brain is constantly using previous knowledge to understand something new. This isn't a weakness, it's one of the brain's most powerful learning strategy. And here is the next question. So why don't fluent speakers translate? Have you ever wondered why fluent speakers answer immediately? Are they simply smarter? No. Their brains have practiced English so many times that translation is no longer necessary. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you think about every movement, where to put your feet, how to balance, when to brake. Everything feels difficult. But after enough practice, you stop thinking. Your body simply knows what to do. With enough meaningful practice, your brain creates automatic pathways. Speaking becomes faster, more natural, and translation slowly disappears. So now you must be thinking, how can we stop translating? Here is the good news. You don't stop translating by forcing yourself to stop. You stop translating by giving your brain a better option. Instead of memorizing isolated words, learn phrases. Instead of translating every sentence, focus on understanding the meaning. Read simple English every day. Listen to English every single day. Speak English every day. Little by little, your brain starts recognizing English as meaningful itself, not as something that needs to be translated. The next time you catch yourself translating, don't get frustrated. Don't think, I'm bad at English. Instead, remember this. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's using old pathways to build new ones. And every conversation, every book, every podcast, every mistake you make is helping your brain build a direct route to English. One day, someone will ask you a question. You will answer immediately, and only afterwards, you will realize something incredible. You didn't translate. That moment wouldn't happen because you became smarter overnight. It will happen because your brain finally built a new pathway, and that's how fluency began. So, thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. And bye for today. I will see you in the next episode tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.